Hello, greetings and welcome. Queen City Psychic Medium here, doing business as CINCY Psychic LLC. And in this video, I would like to talk about that letter between the P and the R. You know, that letter that if you say it, oh my gosh, you will be censored. You could be labeled as a terrorist and all that, right? The Q. Okay, yeah, that's right. I'm just going to go ahead and say it because I'm so tired of the censoring. My gosh. Okay. Alrighty. So Q, is Q a PSYOP? I just want to address this because I'm just going to tell you what I think about that. Alrighty. So I never ever followed Q. Didn't really know what people were talking about when they'd go, hey, have you heard of Q? Or has Q, or Q said this, Q said that, right? So I just really did not know. So March 2020, when we went on lockdown, right? Okay, and I'm just trying to find things on my phone to watch because, you know, on the TV, it's all COVID, 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 right? Okay, and, you know, who can take, how much of that could you take, right? And it's still all COVID, 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 a whole freaking year later, right? So anyway, I say, well, what is this Q thing, man? Let me check this out, all right? So I just, you know, find a channel there and plug in, and I start walking away, and I'm thinking, I wonder who this Q is. What's this about? And I hear Trump. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, Trump's behind Q. I do not believe one for 1 second it's a PSYOP. I don't. I do not even get that vibe at all. I've not been a follower, okay? But I'm telling you, it's not a PSYOP, okay? And I'm going to tell you, I think a psychic's behind it. I think there's just less than a handful of people behind it, maybe 3 or 4, okay? And I actually think when it's written up, that there's actually at least 2 people involved with it. They're both psychics. I believe Trump is a psychic. I believe he has offspring that's a psychic. I believe his son Barron is a very gifted psychic. I do. And a genius. And the reason he's a genius is because he can channel, okay? Because he has that intuitive psychic mediumship ability going on, all right? Okay, because that's just a channel. That's what that is. All right, so that's the vibe I get with this, and I'm going to stand by it. I also stand by my prediction that Sloppy Joe's going to be removed when everything gets proven, because that's going to happen. All right, and, you know, when I told you guys before about in the Fed, I stick with that too, and I love how y'all are crashing the banksters, man. I do, because I was like, the banksters are going down. All right, and I'm glad to see how you're doing it. That's just so brilliant, people. Beautiful. Keep it up. Keep it up. More coming. More coming. And arrest. And arrest. I believe it's already been happening. All right. So Q, I know they say, I don't know because I didn't follow it, right? But then some people are saying, well, some of the drops were off and wrong. Well, I'm going to tell you, sometimes you miss things, okay? Sometimes you just don't put them together because there's really no such thing as time, okay? And but all the numbers involved and the capital letters, you know, just random. Okay, that's definitely code talk. I can totally relate to it because of the way that I write my stuff. Okay, and so hang in there, people. I just wanted to share. I do not believe for one moment that this is a PSYOP, but I also do not count on somebody else to pull me out of something, okay? Because Trump is not like your savior that's going to save you. It's we the people that do. It's we the people that voted, even though, you know, all the fraud had to happen, right? But that's all going to be turned around. It is, okay? But it's we the people that do this, okay? It's not just one man. And this whole plan thing, you know, I'm going to trust the plan is what they say. I don't believe that's just a plan of a man. All right. There's a plan. There's a plan. I know. And when everything comes to head, because I cannot share this right now because it's just too tacky, hokey, and I just feel funny. But it was February 21st, 2019, when I had my last major spaceship person, ET, being encounter again. My very first one was like a mothership, and then I've had many, and after that, it's not a mothership, and I'm not always by myself either. I have other people that go with me, and And I'm not the only one in my family that has these experiences either. But, however, and it's always the same dude they send, and I argue with him a little bit, but he said something to me on February 21st, 2019, which I was like, what? What are you talking about? And I had no clue, but I was like, oh, okay. I did that, so I remembered at the moment when he said it, but then when I came to, I was like, I don't know what he said, but okay. And that's how I know everything's going to come to a head. And the truth is going to shine brighter than the sun, because Pluto's in Capricorn, and it is on. It is on, and ETs are involved. We have aliens involved, which are actually demons, okay, that probably live in the earth, okay, like Bill Cooper said. And I was introduced to his documents, which is really, really a trip, in January 1990, okay, after I woke up with a full-blown spaceship memory, all right? And I wasn't looking. They were handed to me, okay? So my life's been a trip, all right? So hang in there, people. I just wanted to share. I don't believe for 1 minute that Q is a PSYOP. And I believe the reason that lamestream media is coming out and trying to say that, right, is because they're scared. And the whole reason they're labeling people as terrorists for being patriots, or, you know, Q people, QAnons, or whatever they're called, is because they're scared. Because back in my day, when people talk shit, okay, when you were talking shit, you got ignored. They'd let you go ahead and talk, okay, and then people just start ignoring you. So then you'd go away, all right? That's not what's happening. Okay, what's happening is people are waking up, okay? They're waking up and they're becoming aware of the truth, and it's scaring the deep state, okay? It is, all righty? So that's what's going on, and just keep laugh. Do not have fear. They feed on fear. That's why it's always, you know, this fear-mongering on TV constantly. Okay, telling you to be afraid of COVID, telling you to be afraid of this, telling you to be afraid of that, okay? But I'm going to tell you this too. I just found out when I pulled this out March 2020 because a voice said it was stored for 35 years. My grandmother bought this JFK plate at the White House in like 63 or something, you know, before I was born, okay? And when she died, nobody wanted it, and I stored it for 35 years, and then something told me to go ahead and pull it out of storage, and then I felt like putting it in my throat chakra, on my throat chakra shelf. So I did, and I just said, okay, it's because I don't question things. When spirit speaks, I just go with the flow, all right? And that's the way to be, okay? Life's nice when you just go with the flow and listen to spirit. Okay, so I'm telling you, there's something up with the whole Q thing. It's not a PSYOP, okay, and it stems from this, because I had no clue this dude's grave was shaped in a Q, okay? And I have said before, I do not believe for 1 minute JFK Jr. is dead. I believe he faked his death, and I actually got glimpses of his wife begging him to, okay, because she didn't want to have kids or go on because she was afraid they were going to kill him or kidnap him and or her and their children. Okay, so she took her best friend, her twin sister, with her. Okay, he's alive and well. I guarantee you that. Does he want to be president? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, why would you? Why would you? And if you ever would want to, all these arrests and all this would have to be cleaned out too. And that's going to take a couple years to get everything cleaned out real good and get new stuff set up. Okay, in our new United States for America. Okay. So I just did want to mention that about JFK Jr. And, you know, if you go on Bing Images, all right, and you put in, you know, his rescue, his plane crash, whatever, there's actually an image. Sorry, I have to laugh. There's actually an image of them pulling out, like, it's a dummy. Man, it doesn't, the arms are cut off, or the hands are cut off, man. Okay, and shorts and a T-shirt. Yeah, because, you know, everybody flies at night over on the East Coast, right? In shorts and a T-shirt, sure. Like that's going to happen. Okay, so it's clearly a dummy they're pulling out of the water. They don't have any pictures for you because it was all faked. It was all faked. okay? But anyway, when I found that out about that being shaped in the Q and what was said to me when I was taken again, but I was asking, I had questions, and they met me. Oh, they did. It was unexpected when they did. When you least expect it. So what was said to me between that and between everything that's going on here and me totally knowing, we got some psychic stuff going on in a big circle with a lot of people involved, and they've never even met each other. I call y'all the others. That's what I call you. Okay, Dr. Frank Burke, military science professor. He's a dead dude. Okay, so if anybody has access to the University of Cincinnati Book of Archives, okay, and you can look up Dr. Frank Burke, military science professor, and you can confirm that he was there. Okay, 1967, we have to do 1967, then he went away for a couple years, and then it was again, I was 6, 1970, 71, 72, I believe, but definitely 67 and 70. Dr. Frank Burke, military science professor, and if you can get a photograph of him, and he has white hair, I would so appreciate seeing that. That would mean a lot to me. And there's quite a bit of hair. Okay, so it's not like receding and stuff. I just want to go ahead and describe that. He tells me things. Okay, so if anybody could ever look that up and come and confirm that for me and get a picture, that'd be awesome. So I did want to throw that in there too. Anyway, all right, people, I just wanted to share about the Q. I do not believe for one moment it's a PSYOP, and they're getting really scared. That's why you got them coming after you, all right? Because if you talk crap, nobody gives a crap, okay? But when you tell truth, they try to shut you up. They do, all right? So ciao for now, and peace out, my star seeds. Until next time, blessed be. Breathe in some peace, love, prosperity, serenity, and joy. Ciao.